Viking fans, are you ready for a celebration? Welcome to the Community Pep Rally for our Danville Vikings. We've got the Danville Marching Band. We've got the Danville High School Cheerleaders. We've got the Danville High School Pompettes. We've got the Danville High School coaching staff. And we've got the Danville High School football team. So now let's hear a real cheer from our Danville High School Viking cheerleaders. Over here. This guy who's next to me.
Yeah, fire up tomorrow. We're going out there and you know what we're going to do? We're going to go out there and kill them.
All right, let's hear it for Clyde. My pleasure again to introduce the mayor of the city of Danville, Mr. Scott Eisenhower.
Well, it is certainly fitting that tonight in my mayoral duty on behalf of the 34,000 citizens of this great community, we proclaim the following. Whereas it is fitting that members of the community who have given of their time and talents be recognized for the contributions to the betterment of Danville. Whereas the Danville Vikings ran the regular season schedule undefeated, with a season-opening win over Bloomington, with wins over rivalries in Champaign and Urbana, victories over both Decatur Conference schools, and a huge Mud Bowl revenge win over Normal Community. This is the first undefeated season for the Vikings since 1995 and becomes the first team in history that Danville has defeated all three conference teams from McLean County in the same season. Whereas the Mead House defense has been known to grind up offensive powerhouses by holding 3,000-yard rushers well below their average. They've delivered 5 shutouts on the season, and throughout the season has allowed only 26 points in second halves. Whereas Viking rushers have amassed over 2,800 yards on the ground, and a trio of quarterbacks have passed for almost 1,400 yards. Danville's offense averages over 354 yards a game, while opponent offensive units have been held to less than 163 yards a contest. Whereas Danville entered the Illinois High School Association Class 6A state tournament as the #1 seed in the top bracket. Whereas the Vikings won a first-round playoff game for the first time in 13 years by defeating Oaklawn Community High School 50-0. Whereas the team and cheerleaders, 8 fan buses, the band, and many Viking supporters made the trip to Oaklawn's H.L. Richards High School to watch Danville come from a 10-point halftime deficit with 20 unanswered points in the second half to win a second-round playoff game 30-20. Whereas not since 1976 has a Danville High School football team won a third-round playoff game until last Saturday, when the maroon and white, surrounded by 5,000 screaming Viking fans, came from behind to defeat Lamont 18-14. And whereas Danville will host a fourth-round IHSA playoff game for the first time in its history when it welcomes New Lenox's Providence Catholic High School for a Class 6A semifinal contest, now therefore in celebration of an outstanding season, I, Scott Eisenhower, as mayor of the city of Danville, extend my congratulations to each football player, coach, cheerleader, Pompette, and member of the Band of Vikings for your success on the field, as well as in your ability to unite this community, and hereby proclaim tomorrow, November 21st, 2009, as Danville Viking Football Day in Danville.
It is with great pride that I introduce to you the head coach of the Danville Vikings, Mr. B.J. Luke.
Thank you. Really what everything's all about here is just about a bunch of Danville people, and that's what we are. We're just a bunch of Danville people. This team I have here will dress 45 kids tomorrow. The team that's coming tomorrow will dress 90 kids tomorrow. The team that comes tomorrow with 90 kids, their kids come from all different towns in the suburbs. They sent us a list of their roster, and the roster said we're from Mokina, from Lockport, from Orland Park, from Palos Heights, from Joliet, all over the south suburbs. So I decided, my secretary Kathy Flannery said, why don't we take those off? We don't want, we wanted to see it where all these kids are from all the different towns, and the cream of the crop from all these different towns. I said, well, let's not do that. Let's do something a little different. Let's put on our side where our kids come from. So when you get your program tomorrow, you'll be able to look at the Providence side and see where they come from, all these different towns and communities. Great communities and towns up there, I'm sure. But 44 out of our 45 kids attended Danville schools before they came to Danville High School. Our kids are Danville kids. Our kids are Danville kids. You know what? You guys are Danville kids. And every time I get to coach this bunch and hang around and just be around town and just be around the kids throwing the ball around, I feel like that Danville kid again. And that's the neatest thing. I got the greatest job in the world, because every day I get to go out and toss a ball around, just kind of hang out with a bunch of kids that are kind of like I was when I was a kid around Danville. Just a bunch of guys that have a lot of pride in their community, a lot of pride in each other, a lot of pride in their school. And you can kind of feel that. It's just bleeding from one program to the other program. We've had a great start to our school year. And you know what? I say bring those 90 guys from Providence down tomorrow. Because we don't just have 45 kids from Danville waiting on them. We have about 5,000 kids from Danville waiting on them. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to do a big victory for you.